Have you ever given everything to someone, your time, your love, your loyalty, only to feel invisible? It's painful, isn't it? But what if I told you, the moment you realize your worth is the moment your entire life begins to change? There was once a woman named Emily. She was kind, always smiling, always giving. At work, she was the one who stayed late to help everyone else. In her relationships, she was the one who said, "It's okay," even when it wasn't. Emily believed that being good meant being available, always. But slowly, she began to notice something. People stopped saying, "Thank you." Her boss expected her to fix things that weren't her fault. Her friends only called when they needed something. And the person she loved most had started to take her for granted. One day, Emily sat alone in her car after work. Exhausted, drained, and quietly heartbroken, she whispered to herself, "Why do I feel like I'm never enough?" But that question, that painful, honest question, was the beginning of everything. Because when you ask why you feel unworthy, life gives you the chance to remember who you are. A few weeks later, Emily went to visit her grandmother, a woman who had lived through everything. Love, loss, and lessons learned the hard way. Her grandmother looked at her and said, "Emily, you remind me of who I used to be. Someone who thought love meant sacrifice. But real love, real respect never asks you to forget yourself." Then she handed Emily a small mirror from her dresser. "Look into this," she said. "When was the last time you saw yourself, really saw yourself, and smiled?" Emily couldn't answer because she hadn't. She had been so busy proving her worth to others that she forgot to value herself. That night, Emily wrote 3 words in her journal. "I deserve peace." It wasn't about ego. It wasn't about pride. It was about recognizing that self-worth isn't something you earn. It is something you own. The next morning, she made small changes. She said no to extra work that wasn't hers. She stopped apologizing for things she didn't do. She began eating breakfast without rushing, walking slower, breathing deeper. And something beautiful happened. The world didn't collapse when she put herself first. In fact, it started to fall into place. But here's the thing. When you start valuing yourself, not everyone will clap for you. Some people benefit from your lack of boundaries. Emily's co-workers said she was acting different. Her partner accused her of not caring anymore. But she had learned a powerful truth. When you stop letting people walk all over you, they'll call you difficult. But you're not difficult. You're just finally respecting yourself. It hurt to lose people who never truly saw her. But it hurt more to keep losing herself, trying to keep them. So she chose peace. And in that choice, she rediscovered her worth. A year later, Emily's life looked completely different. She wasn't the same woman sitting in her car crying after work. She had boundaries, she had self-respect. She had a voice, and she used it. Her career flourished because she no longer accepted being undervalued. She built friendships with people who gave as much as they took, and she learned that love without respect is just dependency in disguise. Emily's story isn't about becoming someone new. It's about remembering who she was before the world taught her to forget. When you know your worth, you stop begging for attention. You stop chasing people who make you feel replaceable. You stop waiting for permission to be happy. Because your worth isn't determined by your productivity, your relationship status, or how many people approve of you. It's determined by how you treat yourself when no one's watching. You are not someone's backup plan. You are not a placeholder. You are not an option. You are a priority. And the moment you decide that, everything changes. Listen closely. There will always be people who try to make you feel small so they can feel big. People who will replace you the moment you stop giving them what they want. But their behavior is not a reflection of your value. It's a reflection of their blindness. They couldn't see your worth, not because it wasn't there, but because they were never looking. Don't waste your energy trying to convince someone to see your value. Your job is to embody it. Walk away from anything that makes you forget who you are. Walk away from conversations that make you doubt your worth. Walk away from spaces that celebrate your silence instead of your voice. Because the right people, the ones meant for you, will never ask you to shrink to fit their comfort. They'll celebrate your growth. Emily once believed she had to earn love. Now she understands she only had to receive it. She once thought she was replaceable. Now she knows she's irreplaceable. Not because she's perfect, but because she's unique. Every scar she carries, every lesson she learned, every time she got back up, it all made her priceless. You can't be replaced when you finally decided to be yourself. Here's what Emily would tell you now, and maybe it is what you need to hear tonight. Stop begging to stay where your soul no longer belongs. Stop lowering your standards to make someone comfortable. Stop confusing being needed with being valued. You are not hard to love. You've just been trying to love people who don't know how to love deeply. You don't have to chase anyone. You don't have to prove anything. You don't have to earn your worth. You just have to remember it. And once you do, you'll realize that every time something ends, it's not rejection. It's redirection. Choosing yourself isn't selfish. It's sacred. Because when you choose yourself, you teach the world how to treat you. You teach others that your time has value, that your energy isn't free, that your kindness has boundaries. And that's how you attract what's meant for you, not by chasing, but by standing still in your worth. So tonight, as you listen to these words, I want you to think of one area of your life where you've been settling. One person, one job, one situation where you've been dimming your light just to belong. And I want you to whisper these words: I am done being replaceable. I am done proving my value. I am enough as I am. Because the power of knowing your worth doesn't just change how others see you. It changes how you see the world. And when that happens, you stop chasing validation and start walking in peace. You are worthy. You always have been. Even in your lowest moments, even when others couldn't see it, your value was never gone. So never let anyone replace you. Because no one else carries your story, your heart. If you like this story, don't forget to subscribe and share it. Your support means a lot. Thank you for being here.